In the previous video, we understood the UCS icon in AutoCAD 2027. We saw that the UCS icon shows the X and Y direction inside the drawing area and help us to understand the direction of the drawing space. Now, in this video, we'll understand one of the most important part of the AutoCAD, the command line. The command line is where AutoCAD gives instructions, asks for input, and allow us to type commands directly. Hi, I'm Dipan and welcome back to Cadelyx. AutoCAD 2027 made simple. Let's understand the command line in a simple way. The command line is usually located at the bottom of the AutoCAD screen. This is the area where AutoCAD communicates with you. Whenever you start a command, AutoCAD tells you what to do next in the command line. For example, if you start a line command, AutoCAD asks you to specify first point. After that, it may ask you to specify the next point. So if you ever feel confused while using AutoCAD, the first thing you should do is to look at the command line. Most of the time, AutoCAD already tells you what to do next. Think of the command line like a conversation between you and AutoCAD. You give AutoCAD a command, then AutoCAD asks you to do the next input. If you respond by clicking or typing or selecting something, then AutoCAD continues to the command. For example, if you type L and press enter, AutoCAD start a line command. Then AutoCAD command line will ask you for the first point. You click the first point. Then it asks you for the next point. You click on the next point or type a distance. This is how AutoCAD commands works. So the command line is not just a text area, it is a guide. In AutoCAD, you can start a tool in two main ways. One way is by clicking on the tool from the ribbon. Another way is by typing command in the line command. For example, to start a line command, you can click the line from the ribbon or you can simply type L and press enter. To start a circle, you may type C and press enter. To start move, you can press M and press enter. To start copy, you can type CO and press enter. Typing command is one of the reasons professional AutoCAD users work faster. But don't worry, in this course, I'll show you both methods. First, I'll show you where the tools are located. Then I'll show you the shortcut commands. There are three keyboard keys that are very useful in command line. The first one is enter. Enter is used when confirm the command or an input. For example, after typing a command, press enter to start it. The second one is a spacebar. In AutoCAD, the spacebar often works like a enter. So many users press spacebar to confirm the command because it is quick and easy. The third one is escape. Escape is used to cancel command. If you start a command by mistake or if you feel stuck, press escape. This usually cancels the current command and bring you back to the normal selection mode. So remember, enter is equal to confirms. Spacebar also confirms. Escape cancels. Sometimes when you start a command, the command line will show the extra options. For example, when you're using some commands, AutoCAD may show choices inside the brackets. These options allow you to change how the command works. As a beginner, don't need to understand every option right now, but you should know that command line often gives you choices, so don't ignore it. Read what AutoCAD is asking. This habit will make the AutoCAD learning much easier. Many beginners make one common mistake. They click tools and start the clicking randomly on the screen. But AutoCAD is usually asking for the specific input. Maybe it wants you to select an object. Maybe it wants you to pick a point. Maybe it wants to type a distance. Maybe it wants you to press enter. If you don't read the command line, AutoCAD can feel confusing. So for the beginning, build this habit. Start a command, then look at the command line. It will guide you to the next step. The command line also keeps small history of the recent commands. This means you can see what commands were used and what AutoCAD asked you during these commands. This can help when you are learning because you can look at the back and understand what happened. You don't need to use command history deeply right now. Just know that command line can show previous command information as well. Command line is also important for accuracy. AutoCAD is not only about clicking with the mouse. Sometimes we need to type exact values. For example, if you want to draw a line exactly 10 feet long or exactly 1000 millimeters long, you can type the distance. This makes your drawing accurate. So later, when we start drawing lines and objects, you will see the command line help us to enter exact measurements. That is why it is one of the most important area of the AutoCAD. Let's quickly summarize the command line. The command line is usually located at the bottom of the AutoCAD screen. It is where AutoCAD gives you instructions. It tells you what to do next during the command. You can type command directly in the command line. press enter or a spacebar to confirm, or press escape to cancel the command. The command line may show extra commands options, and it helps us to work accurately by allowing exact input. Before moving to the next video, do this small practice. Open AutoCAD and look at the command line. Type L and press enter. Notice how AutoCAD start line command and asks you to specify the first point. Click anywhere in the drawing area. Then move your cursor and click to another point. Now press escape, finish, or cancel the command. Next, type C and press enter. Notice that AutoCAD start the circle command. You don't need to create any perfect drawing right now. Just practice typing command, reading the command line, and pressing escape and cancel. So this was the command line in AutoCAD 2027. As a beginner, just remember that command line is a guide. If you ever feel confused, look at the command line first. It will usually tell you what AutoCAD wants next. In the next video, we understand the model and layout tabs. Model is where we create actual drawing, and layout is mainly used for printing, sheets, title blocks, and PDF export. So in the next lesson, we'll understand the model and layout tab in a simple way. I'll see you in the next lesson.